Chapter 22. Gazel's Pav. It has been around a month since Veldora disappeared, and because of that my workload has increased greatly. First, the Eastern Empire has started to mobilize their forces. I of course have begun to prepare for an attack because of it. Next, the monsters in the Jura forest start to become unstable, making the trade routes through there hazardous for traders, causing item prices to increase. Worse still, the old prophecy my father told me is starting to come true. Not all of it thankfully has, and similar things have happened before and nothing happened then. But my gut feeling says it is different this time. The order of events is perfect with the prophecy, and now according to it a new nation will start to rise in the Jura forest. I will also be visited by the Void Dragon soon, though from the rumors I heard about it Veldanava, the first true dragon, sealed it away long ago for the world's safety. This comes from apparently an old demon lord who saw the event themselves. I'm unsure of its credibility, but if so then it will thankfully likely never happen. Soon after this thought a commotion was heard outside my door. I of course stood up since it sounded like a possible battle, but it quickly quieted down, so I'm unsure. Then the door to my office flung open and a white-haired woman entered the room with my guards unconscious behind them. I tried to use my unique skill to read their thoughts, but it was blocked. Immediately my guard went up and I drew my sword for a possible battle. Testarossa, relax King Gazel, I'm only here to deliver a message from my master. I will not harm you but only defend myself. As you can see, your guards are only unconscious and not dead as my master instructed me to. You may call me Testarossa as the name given to me by my master. Gazel, well then Testarossa, what is this supposed message your master has for me? Testarossa, he says that the prophecy is near and he will soon come to visit you in his human form. He will not appear as the shadows your predecessors once knew, for his powers have been mastered and can no longer threaten the world on accident. He asks that you prepare for his coming in a few days, around a week at most. He also says that his nation in the forest is still developing and you can visit it in a few months. He will give you further details when he arrives here. Gazel, so it's time then, is it? My inner fears have come true. Tell your master I await his arrival. Testarossa, thank you King Gazel, and he also told me you should ask your court mage about my appearance. It should help you come to understand his true strength when he arrives, along with the power his nation will hold one day. After that she teleported away, even though we had legion magic around the castle at all times. Clearly she was not a normal Majin, especially with that haki she had. Soon enough my guard reinforcements arrived and inspected the scene for clues on how they got in, and Jane soon appeared as well to help the investigation. It was there I decided to ask her about the individual's appearance. Vaughn also was nearby when I asked about the question. Jane, the person you are describing, your majesty, is the same description of the individual known as the White Primordial. A powerful demon of hell who rules above all other demons along with the other primal demons. You even tell me she has a name and a physical body as well. Gazel, yes she did, and even said she has a master who I believe once met my grandfather long ago. They also said by telling me this it would tell me the power his nation will hold. Jane, this individual your majesty basically has the second coming of Guy Crimson, and he uses them as a messenger. The power of his nation would appear to be unimaginable. Who is this supposed master who can tame a primordial demon so easily? Gazel, an old ally of the nation who foretold of a coming disaster and agreed to aid us when it came time to pass. It would appear this person's visit will be important to the survival of our world. Henrietta report. Henrietta, my lord, the individual known as Testarossa teleported into the castle and used a sleep spell on anyone who tried to stop her approach to you, even me. Do you wish to know anything else? Gazel, no, that is all. If she could stop you, that is all the information I need to know. But I want you to increase surveillance of our borders and tell me when someone or something powerful appears. At least we know from the message he'll appear in human form this time. Henrietta, has this individual appeared here before, my lord? Gazel, yes, long ago, in dragon form. Jane, wait, is this individual the possible rumored void dragon, my lord? As I turned around to return to my office I could only reply with a shiver in my spine. Gazel, yes Jane, and it's likely it's responsible for the recent disappearance of Veldora. It's also likely it's also a true dragon as well, but of that I'm unsure. Both of them gulped audibly from my words, along with a slight shiver going up their spine. Gazel, prepare for the worst case scenario, all of you. Jane, Henrietta, Vaughn, yes your majesty. They soon rushed to prepare for a possible battle with a primal demon and a true dragon at the same time. Truly this is our darkest hour. Rimurus Pav. After I sent Testarossa to inform Gazel of my arrival, when she returned from hell, I went to the mountains near Dworgen to recruit some dragons. Most of the weaker ones submitted by me simply releasing my aura. After I did, I stored them in my imaginary space for later. Then I had a second goal for myself. I planned to get a dragon lord of every element working for me. I thought to do this after I realized that having only Gabble and his men be my aerial forces was too little. Especially since I'll one day rule the whole forest. I started to have problems after the Tenma War, and I'm going to fix them now before it becomes a problem. I can't have my borders guards be stretched too thin. I would have known sooner, but my people just don't complain enough. Even Geld liked to overwork himself often. I had to start going out of my way to make them take breaks with me so they wouldn't work themselves like that. I soon found surprisingly 4 dragon lords nesting together on the top of the mountain. Each of them a different element type. It was what I was hoping for. Milam told me before that it was basically impossible to tame them, but I soon found out that was because she thought I wanted them as only pets. I later realized I could just recruit them like any other monster I had before. Rimuru, greetings dragon lords, my name is Rimuru Tempest and I wish to ask if you are willing to work for me and my nation. Fire dragon, a human dares to ask us to serve it. Have they forgotten the power we hold already along with the agreement we have with the dwarves? Ice dragon, this is truly baffling. What makes you have the right to even ask us to do such a thing? The nerve you have, human. Rimuru, first off, I'm not a human, and second, I'm more than qualified to make you kneel before me. After I said that, I used my hockey and gravity domination to make them grovel before me. They could even speak, only make yelps of pain or grunts. They even started to sweat from their struggling to accept the situation before them. Of course, I'll add more fuel to their growing fears. Rimuru, you seem to not understand who you are dealing with. I'm far beyond your meager power. Not only do you not have names, you also lack the skills necessary to even harm me. Saying you are above me and need to teach me a lesson is as foolish as a dad teaching a kid with no mobility in his legs on a tricycle when someone's pushing them. After that, I lifted the gravity to normal and resealed my hockey. Of course, even if they were afraid of me, they had too much pride. They all attacked me at once, but even then it didn't matter. Earth dragon, why can't we even harm you? This barrier is too strong, it makes no sense. Wind dragon, nothing gets through no matter what we do. We should combine our attack together and defeat this overconfident person. Rimuru, go ahead and do that, I'll wait. It won't matter since by the end of today you will submit to me either way. It will only depend on if you do it on your knees willingly, or I'll break you down within an inch of sanity and then you will submit. I could see the fear grow more in them as they scrambled to create a united breath attack. After it hit me and of course as failed, they fell to the ground exhausted. Rimuru, so what is your decision? Will you help me protect the world, or will you become a problem I must remove from my path? The choice is yours. Fire dragon, I won't submit in the strongest dragon here. Frost dragon, I will concede to your demands. Wind dragon, as shall I. Earth dragon, what are you really? Rimuru, I am the void dragon. Not a fake like you all are, but a true dragon. Cousin of Veldanava and sworn brother of Veldora. Submit to me and I'll give you power and a name. Go against me and I'll erase you from creation as I've done to so many others before. Earth dragon, I know of you, void dragon. It was said you were sealed away by the star dragon due to your immense power. If it took him to defeat you, then there is no one stronger than you. I shall serve you as you requested. Rimuru, good. Now fire dragon, are you sure you won't reconsider your choice? I said while releasing my hockey. Fire dragon, I won't reconsider, I'd rather die. Rimuru, and who said I'd be just killing you? I don't have a lot of time, but luckily I can simply control the flow of time and your perception of it to achieve my goal. After I said that, the fire dragon's face became pale. Seal, he is yours for 10 seconds. Help him come to an understanding with us. I need him, or else it will look like I'm not as competent as Milam is. All the dragons are needed if we are to have an air force that can keep my skies safe. Seal, it will be done, dear. I only need 5 seconds to get him to understand. After that short exchange, I devoured the fire dragon and added thought acceleration to it so he felt all of it. Then Seal had her fun with him and ran some, let's call them, tests on him to see how a dragon functioned. After 5 seconds I returned him to the world and he made a complete 180 and smacked his face into the floor. Fire dragon, I'll submit, great one, just please don't send me back to that place again. Rimuru, good. You three will get your names right away, but you fire dragon will have to earn it since you allowed your pride to get the better of you. Fire dragon, really, you'll accept me? Thank the stars. After that he sobbed for a bit. While he did that, the other dragons looked completely scared and smacked their faces down to the floor like the fire dragon did. Dragons, we humbly accept this wondrous gift from you, Great One. Rimuru, that's good, then you frost dragon shall from now on be known as Alice. You wind dragon shall be known as Skyress, and you earth dragon shall be known as Gorum. Dragons, thank you for these names, Lord Rimuru. Rimuru, now follow me, for we shall return to my village and in time it shall become a nation. Protect it well, as you all will be the leaders of my nation's air forces. After that we returned home and I had only one last thing to do before returning to my daughter's side. I'm starting to grow worried that I've been gone for too long. To be continued.